Tryna get rich, not hood rich. Verified there, need a blue tick. Only thing that I know is music. Man cruising in that whip with a new thing, yo. Like pop with a Batman felt it. Beef in the net, man dealt it. So caught up, my guys on vote. See that man 10 toes, can't finish my sentence.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Az, and we're back again with another episode of the podcast. Sorry for the long wait. Man's been gone for a long time, but yeah, we're here with a big banger. And who am I here with today?
Alright, here with IZZY OT. IZZY OT.
Yo, I appreciate it for coming down, my bro.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you getting
Yo,
here, man.
guys, people need to like respect him because this guy travelled far, in it. So I respect him highly, though. Well, first and foremost, yeah, yo, M1 podcast, yo, man appreciates everything that man did. So, because that man shouted me out. If you've not seen it, I'll put it in the video.
And no, big up AZ as well. You know what AZ?
No.
He's a kid.
Oh yeah, I know AZ.
The guy that with the
That's
podcast.
my boy, but he goes to my mosque, bro. I know AZ.
swear?
Yeah.
He's a real one. He's from
a real one.
another one from early. Bought the ticket straight
From
away.
early. Yeah, do you not remember that I told you that the time I told you about when I got clocked to mosque that time?
Yeah,
it was him, bro. It was him, bro. I swear down.
He's a real nigga still.
He's the real one, and he's doing a podcast himself as well. So
Yeah.
go follow AZ.
Yeah.
Go follow him on
Go check him out. AZ
Instagram.
podcast, man, on Instagram.
Yeah, he was sitting next to my brother and that, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, respect them highly, innit? Bro, I've been watching them for a minute, so yeah.
We got M1 podcast,
Thank
man.
you,
Literally, man. Trust me.
Thank you, man. That's really big. But yeah, let's start with your music career, bro. Like, where did you start at the beginning? Like, when was it like IZZY OT? I'm gonna start rapping. Like, when was it?
So cool. Well, the whole music thing. My whole family is kind of musically inclined anyway.
Okay.
So I guess music was always in some way or shape or form was always gonna come back to me. But yeah, I kind of all just started from like little like freestyles I used to do back in the playground and like high school times.
Okay.
And then yeah, it got to a point where I was like, oh, that little freestyle was like a little joke, and then it came to a point where come back home. Sometimes I'd even like pre-write some freestyles now, and then bring it into the playground. People would mess with it. Yeah, and then kind of pushed on from there. And it went to like make a song with a couple of my boys, and then ended up making my first song, and then. You know what I mean? Things kind of started building up from there. And then, and then I think the final thing that really pushed me to say I kind of want to take music seriously was the loss of my boy a couple of years ago. Because he made music as well. And he was trying to get out of a certain lifestyle.
Yeah.
From it. Obviously, unfortunately, we lost him. But after everything happened, it was more of a thing like, oh yeah, like, do you know what? He's another reason why I have to kind of make it in this situation.
Live along his like legacy or something like
exactly that.
Okay, first. Was it a thing at the beginning where you like your friends clocked that you were hard, or you was just like, nah, I know I'm hard at rapping, let me do it? Or was your friends like spurring you on like, yo, IZZY, go home, rewrite this, do this, do this?
I can't lie. My people then were always like encouraging me, 100%. Yeah, honestly, it was always a thing of I always thought like, oh yeah, cool. My lyrics are my lyrics, innit? I'm the one who wrote them. So like I always thought they were decent, but it was like people were kind of encouraging me. People didn't like certain things. One thing I love about my boys would tell me straight away like, yo, if this is dead, this bit of the song is dead, or this is dead, dead it. Do you know what I mean? Change it around or do the next thing. Yeah.
Okay, that's good still. So where would you say like your first time is where you actually like showcased your music to like the audience on social media, kind of?
Oh, the first time I did it?
Yeah, first.
Oh, I'd say around lockdown times.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I feel like everyone kind of got creative during lockdown times. Everyone started, finding different things to kind of obviously start doing, and obviously for me, I think it was, this is where I started kind of making content. Like I made like a little lockdown freestyle. Okay. Oh, the OGs remember that one. But yeah, I made like a little lockdown freestyle. That kind of had reception. I used to jump on like Instagram lives where they were doing like talent contests and talent shows or whatever, and I'd rap on there too. So I say around about that time was like, okay, cool. I'm actually bringing it onto like Insta to kind of grow my fan base.
Okay, that's cool. Because I remember the first time that I saw you personally, it was the Pi Radio with TRINTY. TRINTY. Yeah. That one there you showed that one still. I can't lie to you.
Big up Tilly Toes, man. Big up Tilly Toes. Big up Pi Radio every time, man.
Every time, yo. So yeah, you did one with them before that TRINTY talent hunt, didn't you, with Tilly?
Yeah.
On the radio, yeah. How was that the first time you did something with Pi Radio?
Yeah, I think if I'm correct, I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was the first time they kind of obviously they saw what I was doing on like the Instagram thing, like I said.
Okay.
So it was a thing of, okay, cool. They said, yeah, calm down. You know what I mean? You're gonna obviously ask a couple questions, get the people to know you and stuff, and then drop a little freestyle on there too. And then I was like, why not?
First. How did you find the reception from your talent hunt and freestyle off the one with Tilly Tills? Like, how was that? Because at the time it was blowing up on TikTok a lot. So how did you like? I bet you came back in school. You're like the guy in it. You was
I was really gassed because it was a thing of, obviously the video just dropped and so on and so forth, and it was a thing of, I didn't even realize it was gonna blow up the way it did.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, not at all. Like literally, it was a thing of, I've gone to sleep and then literally the next day, my phone was pinging off. I'm being tagged in this, tagged in there, thinking, oh right, okay, cool. First thing I saw, I think it was I think they were called like police or PC hood celeb something, whatever. Some random TikTok name. I was thinking, oh, they posted the video. Saw a couple hundred views. I was like, oh, fair. And then day was going by. I was hitting like 200k, 300k, 400k. And I was like, what's going on? Next thing you know, I'm seeing it on. I think it ended up coming on Link Up TV as well.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
Wait, different Instagram accounts are saying, oh, like tagging me in this. I'm thinking, right, like.
No,
it's really people really think.
Still.
Okay, fair enough. You know what I mean?
Nah, that's really good, man. That's good still.
Thank God, man.
Nah. So like during those freestyles, when I was listening to your bars back then, I was thinking like these are like deep bars. So when you're in the studio, like what's your writing process? Because people like, does it take you long to like make those meaningful bars? The way your bars is like different to everyone else's.
I say like when I have like really meaningful bars, I don't think it doesn't take me a lot of thought for the process, because I feel like, since it's the life I live, you know what I mean, like it's me myself, you know what I mean. I don't think it's that hard to write. I feel like it's even, someone even said it in a song, I can't remember who said it. I think it was either Chip or somebody else was like, you don't get writer's block if you write like what you live about, you know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So yeah, like things that happen in my life, or things that I just feel like a lot of people can relate to, I don't think it's that hard to kind of write.
I respect that. I still respect that. Yeah. So what would you class your type of music as? Like what would you class it? Because I feel like it's a nice, you kind of remind me like Russ in a way, where you dance to your music and that stuff, but your bars are deep too. So like what would you describe your music as?
That's a good question, I never actually really thought about it. Even when I put my music on on like streaming platforms, obviously it tells you to put the genre of the song. Sometimes it's just like, I have to think about it sometimes. But majority of the time it's classified as like, rap, hip hop kind of thing. That's kind of type of genre. But I kind of I'd like to say I'm a versatile artist. Yeah. So I can kind of work in different genres and areas. So it just depends how I feel and what I feel sounds great, to be honest.
I hear that. What would you say your best track that you've released, like your personal favorite track?
Personal favorite, I can't lie, or have to be Take One Freestyle. Yeah. Obviously that's my most recent song. If you haven't check that out, go check that out now.
Link in the description.
Trust me. But I think that was my favorite one, because it really showcased my rap ability, because I feel like I had another song called A to Z Freestyle. That one kind of showed something, but I feel like this one was really showing them, okay, cool, like I rap, I can rap. Not just like just the standard side of rapping.
Okay, that's hard. I saw like back then, like it was not even too long ago. Can you explain to the people then what's bring back SELELE?
Oh, SELELE, So SELELE was a great song. I still listen to SELELE. Obviously, it's my own song, but I don't really listen to my own tracks like that. But I do listen to SELELE over and over again sometimes. But SELELE, unfortunately, certain situations with the producer and things like that, over a period of time, kind of caused me to delay releasing the song for a while. And then basically the producer never got back to me. And to be fair, it was kind of my fault that it got taken down. Because of the fact that obviously I've tried to contact him, he hasn't gotten back to me, and I've just took it up on myself to kind of, just say, Joe, forget him, I'm just gonna post it. Do you know what I'm saying? So, and then, he's now eventually seen it, even though it took him a while, even though I've had my manager message him, I've had even like producers message him, I've had even some of my friends message him and be like, oh, like this is a great song, because we saw something out.
Yeah.
Fortunately not. So it was a thing of, it was like, oh yeah, I don't let anyone, he was like, I don't really let anyone use my stuff kind of thing. So I was like, okay, do you know, fair. And he said he was going to take it down, so I let him take it down. I didn't take it down myself to keep it up as long as possible, so he ended up taking it down. But it's alright, man, just keep pushing from there.
Yeah, exactly, man. Your music's hard, isn't it? So like, no one can stop you, literally, bro.
Appreciate it,
But you've also performed at many places. Like, I've seen you performed at Park Live, Kendall Calling, isn't it? Like, well, where would you say your best place you've performed and like the best reception you've got? Which place?
That's a great question. I say my favorite performance, I say I probably had the best reception at was an under 18s. It was under 18s Studio 88 Cypher.
Okay, yeah.
Or performance, should I say? Yeah, I say that was my favorite and best reception, because that was when I really realized that I was kind of established a little bit anyway in the music scene.
That's cool.
You know, because hearing everyone kind of sing the lyrics back to me, and
that's a good feeling.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it was great. It was great, honestly.
That's good still. Do you find it easy performing to people, or did it take you some time to like think, okay, how am I gonna do this? Or was it just you went on the stage and you just did it like that?
Yeah, honestly, it was just that. I think I've always naturally been confident, so I feel like it wasn't really hard for me to kind of, attain the confidence to perform. So I think it was more of a thing of, just got on the stage and just done what I need to do.
No, respect that stuff, respect that highly, though.
Yeah.
Like, what have you got in the work so far for the people then? Like, what have you got?
Oh, I've got a lot in the work. Honestly, people would actually scream at me and get mad at me for how many songs I ever have like unfinished or just demos of, and I need to actually put it into the studio. But I've got a lot of things working. People just need to run up what I've currently got now. Yeah. Again, like I said, take one freestyle, make sure you're running that up. I've still planning, hopefully, if things go well, still got like two more drops before the end of the year.
That's good
so
stuff.
That's what we're pushing for.
Okay. So in terms of rap, like, who did you used to look up to, like inspiration, to like influence on your music, kinda?
I'd say, that's a good question. I'd say people like, guess sound a bit weird, but like people like Heady One. I say Heady One. I think is one of my favorite artists in the UK. Only because even though he was on the same kind of beats as most rappers were kind of on at the time, he still found a way to make it different, catered to him. Yeah, do you know what I mean? And obviously he's quite versatile as well. He can go from like something drilly and really gullyish to things like songs like what's the song called now? Rubbery Bands. Like him, like go from like gully to the Afro beats kind of side and chill, and do you know what I'm saying? He can switch however he wants to, however he feels. So like I feel like people like him, and just like, who else would I say? That I looked up to when I was growing up. So H as well. Only because obviously again he came up from Manny as well, and he was someone who was young and was always just spitting from time. Really, and to see how far he's gotten, even thinking back to the time that he dropped his what's it called? He dropped his album, his debut album. What was it called? I think it was Home or something like that. Or
is it the one with the what's it called? The blue background. I can't remember exactly.
Something like that. Yeah. It was like he literally said obviously when he dropped it was that I didn't have no EPs, no albums before this, and he managed to make that like let's say like over like a 5-year stretch, like he's made how many fans he's made without having to drop like an EP or album or anything. Like it's just straight work, literally.
Smart. Who would you say you would want to work with in the future, like on that level caliber?
On that caliber. That's a good question. There's a lot of people I want to work with. I say H would be one.
That'd be hard.
H would definitely be one. I got people. There's people like obviously Nems, JG, who else can I think of? Who else is quite up there? Lyko.
Okay.
Lyko Sitna, yeah. Yeah, just those kind of guys. I feel like, it's by God's grace, man. Hopefully, yeah. I mean, we're working, man, actually.
Recently, LOSKI has been released from prison. What did you think about that? To be honest, like, because it's been a long time since LOSKI was gone. Do you think there's gonna be a revival in the scene, or like?
You know what? Funny enough, yeah. When he was released, I actually made a joke with some of my friends. I was like, "Yo, you got like 2 days to release a song." Do you know what I mean? I was like, "Yeah, you've been released now. You have no, you know what I mean?" So, yeah. So I feel like now that LOSKI's free, I wouldn't say a revival of the scene, but he's definitely gonna be someone to watch now that he's out again. Do you know what I'm saying?
I hear that.
Yeah, revival of the scene is gonna take obviously a lot more than just one person. That's the only reason why I say. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
But he definitely does have a part to play in it. Yeah,
definitely, man.
Yeah.
Because I would say LOSKI is like being part of that Harlem Spartans group. Them man, they was one of the biggest group in the UK, to be honest.
Yeah.
In terms of that drill era, and it's unfortunate that people like LOSKI and his friends, they keep on coming in and out of it, in and out of jail, and they need to realize like they've got the potential to do something big in the UK. Who would you say back then? Because obviously you would have grown up around the time when drill was like at its like main stage. Was the biggest UK like drill group, or
bigger. No, see. Do you know what? I can't actually answer that question. I couldn't say. Yeah, I couldn't say who I feel like who was the best at the time.
Or honorable mentions.
Honorable mentions. Obviously, I feel like would have to be Zone 2.
Flip.
Zone 2. Yeah, Zone 2. Zone 2 for me was the drill I kind of got into. So I'm not really like the old school listeners. Like I wouldn't like listen to like all their Mad About Bars back in the day and stuff like that. Because I never really did listen to it like that back then. But when I did kind of get back into it, it was on to Harlem Spartans was there as well. Obviously, as soon as I got into them, I started listening to obviously their older music, and I was like, okay, fair enough.
Oh dear.
And then OFB. I feel like everyone kind of had an OFB phase.
OFB was flipping out, bro.
Everyone had an OFB phase.
That's what I mean. I was literally having a conversation with my boys here, OFB or Harlem Spartans. We couldn't even decide which one, to be honest. Like, I know certain orders would say Harlem Spartans in it, but like, if you're deep, like the amount of fame that OFB had at that time, and if SJ was not in prison, like. I see at the time when he blew up and he just stayed for a good consecutive 2 years, then it could be a valid debate, I think.
No, 100%. I 100% hear it. I feel like some people are going to be old heads, especially the oldest. They're just going to be old heads and just be like, oh, but you don't remember when this and so on and so forth.
Yeah, literally, man.
Yeah, it's just preference, really, but some of them would do it based off, I've been listening to Harlem Spartans longer, so it's like, I'm gonna pick them over OFB kind of thing, and same thing with the other way around. Do you know what I mean?
In it, You was talking about like it'll take more than one person to like revive the scene. Who would you say right now is doing their thing to like revive the scene in the UK?
Oh, great question. People I feel like are reviving the scene. I feel like there's a lot of underground people right now. I say Leo stay true.
Always.
Obviously. We even got guys like I even say people that people don't even really realize, like people like Sevs.
Okay.
Sevs, he's hard. Like he really shows like lyrical ability when it comes to the rapping thing. 100%. Even like people like Zeddy, big up Zeddy.
Oh yeah, he's hard. He's hard.
I feel like there's a lot of people that can revive the scene at like round about this time right now. But yeah, I say people that are surviving, that are like kind of established right now, are like people like JG, Nems, Skepta. Even have you heard Skepta's new song with Flo Milli? Banger. Who else have we got in there that's really doing their thing? Even in my mind, I'm thinking in the UK scene. Gets was having a good run as well. Gets was doing his thing. Yeah, there's a couple more I can't come to my mind right now. But yeah,
I'm trying to think. There's so many people who are doing their things though. What's it called? Poser. Poser's doing this thing too in the UK heavily. I saw he's got a collab coming with Stormzy.
Yeah. So
that's really good.
Yeah,
But have you been seeing them freestyles in Brixton when they go outside? Those DJ ones.
Yeah, and that DJ. Yeah, honestly, it was coming up on my For You page like a couple of days ago. I didn't realize like they just like have pure celebrities. Proper celebrities just out on the street rapping. I think around. But now, yeah, I've been seeing it still. Who have they had on there so far? They had like Krypton Conan.
JME was on there the other day.
Yeah. He was with Skepta.
Skepta, yeah. Who else was there now? There's Jason YD was there.
Yeah.
There was like Bear Man there, to be honest.
Yeah,
do you think we need more stuff like that in the UK to like build a culture?
100%. I feel like a lot of, just even any platform really, because you know what I mean, like the DJ thing is a platform for the guy who he DJs, and having artists come up and rap with him, it expands his platform as well as the rapper's platform or the artist's platform. So I feel like the UK should have more of these type of things because we need more platforms to really get the UK music scene out there.
Definitely, man.
Yeah.
Especially, I've seen this thing like the Pen Game rap battle. Have you seen stuff on that still? Would you ever go on something like that?
You see rap battles, yeah. No, I don't think I could. I don't think I could. Like as much as I love watching like battle rap and stuff, and it's just I don't think I could do that.
No, because I sometimes deep like. Did these men think of the bars whilst they're looking at the person, or did they just give them a picture beforehand and they just
tell them, and then
just go violate the person or something? Because I can't lie, some of them they're hard, innit? But then some of them they're kind of disrespectful. I can't lie. That's the thing. Because at the beginning I was like, okay, this is looking good for the culture. It's like the UK's own Wild and Out thing where people come and watch and then people come and be entertained to it. But then it gets to a point where it's like, what we trying to do here? Like,
do you know what I mean?
Like that's what I'm thinking. Like, but I rate them highly though. Like, they should like just respect the people who's on it and then just keep on entertaining the people. Them.
Yeah, no.
Because I love it when I see like big influencers, as the judges and that. Like, it's good for the scene, to be honest. But yeah, man.
100%. I feel like for me the main reason why I can't do the Pen Game like that. Is only because like I barely even like swear in my songs. I try my best not to swear in any of my songs because it's just preference really. I just rather not. But like now come and write down and come and cuss someone and in creative like I could definitely do it if I needed to.
Yeah.
But it's just like, I'm not doing all that.
I would have to have an agenda against my man. If I hated my man so much, I couldn't even just go and like, nah, that's too much. That's too much. That's too much. But I can't lie. There's been a lot of stuff happening in 2024, and the thing is, though, we're not even finished the year yet. We're not even finished the year yet. So where can I start off with? Young Philly, bro. Well, when man. Where did you see the news first? Like, when did you?
I think Shadeborough. So I did take it with a pinch of salt because it was on Shadeborough. But obviously I've done a little bit of my research myself, and got onto the news to go see like what's happened and what allegations were made and so on and so forth. Yeah, that's just how I found out about it.
It's mad because when I woke up in the morning, looked at my phone, I saw it. I just scrolled past it. I was thinking, what's this fake news like? And I hop onto the bus and then I'm seeing like Young Philly. I'm seeing BBC News. I'm seeing all these news outlets Shadesborough even. I'm like, flip, man, like what happened? Like, seriously, what happened? Like, and the thing about this situation too, it's so sensitive. Like, you have to just tread on it like slightly. Like,
it's just because the situation for him is just very sticky. You know, like not even anyone. No one's even made like a comment on it. Obviously, Chunks to say he's not gonna make a comment on it.
Yeah.
What was the guy? I thought you even got his name. The guy that he, his ex-friend.
LV.
LV. Obviously, he made like his little joke and said like, "Oh, I'm not gonna make a talk on it, but you know, Australian prison is sounding scary because it's snakes and spiders and stuff or whatever joke he made." But yeah, I feel like the way he's gone about it as of right now, in terms of trying to sort it out, he's doing the right thing.
Yeah. And
the people around him, you know, that are close and known to be with him, are doing the right thing by just keeping it and letting him deal with it. Do you know what I mean? Because sometimes keeping it quiet is way better than speaking too much.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
That's what I mean, because like that Chunks response, I don't think it was actually needed, you know, because they literally said he can't even talk about ongoing cases. So the media just asking Chunks, let's talk about that, talk about it. He literally can't talk about it. The thing is though, like, people have been asking me like, yo, what do you think this is real or not? Like, I just said like, yo, you actually don't know. Like, we actually don't know. It's only Philly and the girl that actually knows what truly happened. Yeah. But the thing is, though, I know that now that you've seen Philly's Foot Asylum's been cancelled, all these shows, all these FA shows, or like, I think the Chunks and Philly podcast is going to be cancelled too. They already cancelled the live show. Like, even if he comes as not guilty or whatever, his public image, his reputation, it's ruined. And it's mad how he can build a reputation for 10 years and then in seconds it can just disappear like that. It's crazy to me, you know. It's scary too, you know. It's scary because like, if my man did do it, then it's just flipping out. Because like, man grew up watching young Philly. Like, it's crazy. It's news that will just take you, like, you wouldn't even believe it, but you never know. Because I was saying to people, like, remember the Mason Greenwood situation. If man them didn't hear the voice note, we would all be denying it. Because like me, I support United, innit? So I've got a United bias, innit? But then when I heard it, I said, bro, I can't accept that no matter what. Like, I can't accept that no matter what.
The hard proof is there.
The proof's there, innit? So I feel like we can't say much things about young Philly did this, young Philly did that, when we don't know the true evidence. But we just know that we can't take no sides, because if like what did happen, then the girl's obviously gone through something traumatizing, and that's very sad, to be honest, because like that's a bad situation for any girl to be in, to be honest. Like that's sad, but it's mad, bro.
I feel like that's why whenever you become like an artist or even someone who's constantly in the public image, you just have to you have to be very careful. Even if you're someone who wants to be in the public image, you have to be very careful. You have to kind of know what you're doing, what you've done as well, before you can think about, you know, really progressing in what you want to do. You know what I mean? Literally, like you said, like, you can build something for God knows how long, make one mistake or one little issue, that could be the end of it.
It's crazy.
Literally, because even with Philly, same situation. There was like a same situation kind of thing with what's his name? I think it's Lil Mosey. Was it?
Okay.
Lil Mosey, he had an allegation made against him. That his whole rap career finished, thrown down the drain, and it all ended up being a lie. The whole allegation ended up being a lie, but it ruined his reputation. And obviously, after ruining his reputation, obviously he's tried to come back into the music scene. I don't know how well he's doing now, but obviously he's not doing as well as he used to. So it's terrible, honestly. It's terrible. You have to really just watch what you're doing.
That's what I mean, because when I was checking the timings of how long Phillies has to stay in Australia for, it's saying that my man's confirmed to be there for 6 months, and that it could potentially lead up to 6 years for the whole trial.
Took away his passport as well.
It took away his passport. He's had to pay 50k bill. He has to report to the police every single day. Like, it's crazy to me, because even if he comes out not guilty, bro, all these brands like Foot Asylum, bro, they care about their public image, innit? So they'll never take him back on Like Mason Greenwood again, bro. The reason United didn't take him back on, even when he was clear not guilty, is because of their image and their reputation. So,
Exactly.
either way, my man's, it's mad for him. And what caught me was what's it called, Chunks, because I felt so bad for Chunks, bro. So bad for Chunks.
Yeah, it's like oh, like
it's like his brother, man.
Nah, literally, like I've had situations like where even set people have made set allegations against set people that I know, and obviously even the other way around, like they've made people that I know have made set allegations against other people that I don't even know.
Yeah,
it's like it's hard to be like, oh yeah, that's, you know what I mean, like that's my brethren or that's my people's, and they're saying that this they're saying one thing and another person saying another thing. It's like, damn, obviously you got the bias of, you know, your brethren or your people's, but you know you can't like just not also take into consideration what the other person is saying that they've done. Do you know what I mean? It's a bit, it's always going to be tacky.
It's such a tacky situation, to be honest.
Yeah.
What I don't like, have you been seeing recently all these people coming up from the past saying, oh, Philly did this to me, people did, Philly did that to me, like all these clout chasers on the internet, has nothing related to the incident now. Like, what do you think of that, to be honest? That's just...
I feel like I'm in two minds about it, because there's always going to be the people, like I said, the people that are generally just clout chasing, like they'll just add to it to try and get some sort of fame, because now they see someone's going down, they want to add to try and grab their own fame from someone else's misfortune.
Yeah.
So they'll be like, oh yeah, he did this to me too, did this to me too. But there's also, if it's a thing of, obviously, if it is true, it's like, damn, like all this stuff is like resurfacing, and it's like obviously there's no timestamp to say, oh yeah, you should have said this earlier. Do you know what I mean? As much as I'd like to say, oh yeah, like, okay, cool, if that happened, why didn't you say it earlier?
Yeah.
You still, at the same time, it's like, obviously you don't know how their head is, you don't know how their mental is, you don't know, you know what I mean? They may have never felt like they wanted to tell anyone or anything. But now that they've seen that something's happening, might as well they're taking the time to be like, okay, cool, I might as well tell my story now to get it off, you know, my chest, and you know, relieve their mental. So just one of those ones. The clout chasers, if they're clout chasing, then you know what I mean, like it just simply needs to stop. It's just so off someone else's misfortune. That's just evil, to be honest.
Because I can't lie, Philly was already like the most hated in the UK, to be honest. Most men don't rate Philly. Like I've talked to people about it. These men are saying like, oh, they don't find it funny and all that stuff. They repeat the jokes. So I feel like they're getting onto him also because of that too, like using that this case thing and everything like that. Because people always used to say, oh, Philly used to just hop onto Trunks' jokes, right? Like he was never liked, to be honest, and it's sad. It's sad, to be honest, man.
Yeah, it just gives the haters something more to hate about. Exactly. Literally, like if they weren't messing with them before, let someone and they were doing, like, say you like someone that something, no, so you don't like something that someone's doing, and obviously that's like, you know, that's helping them grow. Now that something's making them fall, it's even better. It feels better for the hater, because it's like, oh, now I actually have genuine something I can really get onto you about.
Yeah. And all these TikToks that these men are making, bro.
Yeah,
all these TikToks, bro. Some of them killed me in it, but like something, bro. Man, have to be real. Like this is a real life situation, isn't it? No, it's bad. It's bad for both parties, to be honest. Because like I said before, if it's true what happened, and it's bad for either side, bro. It's a mad situation. But what I want to say about the situation though is like, man, them have to have self-control though. Like it's not every day like people have to go outside and do because we know he's gone to do a concert, like even excluding this Philly situation, even as a celebrity, like you said before, like you should know that your reputation is so high, any celebrity, that you have to have a long-lasting relationship with a person before you can trust them. That's my own personal opinion. Like, before you can trust a person, you have to have a good relationship with them, because anything like this can happen, and it can just destroy you. We've seen it happen before. We've seen it happen time and time again. Like, man, them need to have self-control. I can't lie.
No, 100. Yeah, no. I think it's something that has to get taught from quite. I think if it was possible to get it taught from earlier, I feel like with this generation and what we, basically the access to stuff that we have, to put it simply, because it's like even kids will hear about this type of stuff or see this type of stuff online, and it kind of sets an image in their head. And I feel like, I'm not even saying it's like parents' fault, because a lot of the time it's actually the parents have obviously really, really taught them not to do something like that, but then the environment they go into makes them act a certain way and so on and so forth. But I just feel like, yeah, what you said, I feel like man them need to learn to control themselves, because I feel like that's what it is. Like, if it was a split between like what the females are doing and like man them having to control themselves, I'd say, I'm not gonna lie, like 90% towards the man them, and then like 10% towards the girl.
Exactly.
Because it's like, do you know what I mean? You get what I'm saying.
You got the other side of people saying that, oh, the girl's gone to the hotel, like, what did you think was gonna happen? But like, you can't. Let's be real. You can't be saying that, like 2024. You can't be saying that, to be honest. Like, and we don't know anything that could have done what went down in the hotel. It's not every day, innit? So like, that's all I gotta say to that situation, to be honest. Like,
it's the same thing. If you ever invited a girl over, it's like, oh yeah, cool. If you invite a girl over, doesn't mean things are gonna happen. It just means, like, especially it's like, unless the message that you sent to her said, okay, cool, when you come over, this is what I want to do, or this is what, do you know what I'm saying? And then she's agreeing. Don't be expecting anything.
You can't. Have you seen that this girl that I don't know if it's the right girl, to be honest. So I'm not even gonna say the name, but apparently she's done this thing with Jason. What's his name now? No, Bryson Tiller. Probably I've seen there's rumors that this same girl that's done it with Philly, she's also accused Bryson Tiller of doing it, but she got away with it. See, I don't know if all these things are true, because people, like, loads of people are coming out saying loads of stuff. So that's the techie situation about this. But
I haven't heard about it, innit, but it doesn't help her case, because it's a thing of, if it really did happen, her apparently doing the same thing to Bryson Tiller back a day or whatever and got away with it doesn't help her case whatsoever. But it's like the boy who cried sheep, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I cried sheep one time or two times or whatever, the third time no one's gonna believe you, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it wouldn't help her case. But if she's just doing it for the sake of for the clout thing, she just needs to stop. We're just ruining people's lives for no reason.
But yeah, I guess we'll see what happens afterwards. I can't lie. It's only them two who knows, and God who knows too. So like, we'll see soon. But one thing I was thinking last to round this thing up, do you reckon we'll ever know the truth though? To be honest,
the truth will always come out. Yeah, we just don't know. We don't know when. We honestly don't know when. Because even obviously, if we link it to the whole like Diddy situation and stuff like that, we don't know when, but the truth will eventually come out. Like, Diddy's been around for how long? I don't even know how old he is. Like, he's old as heck. And all those parties he was doing was back when he was like younger. And now, you know what I mean? Even though it's taken this many years to get us to know what's going on, and all these cases that have been happening, and do you know what I mean?
Scary, yo.
Yeah, so time will tell, innit? Time will tell.
No, because I even saw this tweet, this girl saying that, oh, you're looking at the US music industry and that stuff. Soon come, the UK industry will be revolved around the same stuff and all that. So I said, right, that tweet came to life, you know, that tweet came to life, you know.
Generally. That's good. It's even crazy, like, I just feel like when you actually deep, like, social media for the past, like, let's say, like, past couple of months has generally just been, like, things to do with Diddy and just, like, all these allegations and essays and all this, like, it's kind of scary when you think about it like this in the world, because it's like, oh damn, this type of world I'm bringing like my kids into. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's people out there that are like that. It's honestly scary. It's a scary thing. It's a scary thing. Trust me.
Yeah. Moving on from allegation that stuff, bro. Recently, rest in peace, Liam Payne. Sad situation to be honest.
Yeah,
Part of one of the biggest groups in the world, One Direction. How did you take on to that news? Did you used to listen to him back in the day?
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't listen to him like that.
Was it?
Like, yeah, not that much.
Mm.
Obviously, I did like had a couple bangers there. I can't lie, like I could still pull up a couple bangers. You know what I mean, from One Direction.
Definitely.
But like One Way, that banger,
Right,
absolute
wow.
banger. But nah, yeah, I took it on kind of crazy, to be honest, because when I saw it at first, I was like, oh, I don't believe it, because I think the first thing I saw, where it just said that obviously DFA was found dead outside his hotel or so on and so forth. I was like, oh, like, damn, that's crazy. And then obviously when I actually read into it and realized, you know, apparently he fell from a building, that he fell from the building, from the balcony, and the fact that it was what's it called? That I actually ended up seeing the actual video, because the video actually went around, went viral.
Yo.
Honestly, it was crazy, because just to think that his life was gone like that.
Like that, bro.
Like that. Honestly, crazy. Life is too short. It's too short.
It's mad, bro. Like, people actually don't know when you're gonna go. Like, these situations, it scares me, you know, because apparently he was going through like some mental health, like depression thing, like it was getting serious, and his coping mechanism was to take drugs and then to take stuff to get him high, and then that led him to being like erratic and all that type of stuff, and the room breaking and stuff, and then led him go to the balcony and do that. But the weird thing about this situation, on the news, I don't know if you've seen it, put a phone call, like recorded a phone call of the hotel guy saying that, someone in the room's moving all weird and that stuff, and there's a balcony in the room, and they're fear for his life and that stuff. So I'm thinking to myself, like, why wouldn't the people in the hotel, if they know that someone's moving weirdly and they're high on drugs, because there's videos of him like before, like have you seen the videos of him before taking photos with fans and that stuff? Yeah, and it's clear that he was high, and the people in the reception have seen that, and they raised it to a concern to the police, and that why they didn't take him out of the room when they did say that there is obviously something like a hazard in the room that could lead to danger in his life. So that's why I find the situation a bit sketchy to some.
A bit iffy, yeah. But I feel like it's one of those things as well. You have to also have to take into consideration that they also may have thought, you know, Liam's such a, you know, he's such a fan favorite. Like people, like he's very known. So as a thing of, if something was to happen, say this erraticness, and like if that's even a word. Is that a word? Erraticness. Make it a word. It's a word.
It's a word now, isn't it?
Dictionary, shout me, will make it a word. But him moving erratic and stuff, even though he's moving erratic and stuff, he's just someone who's very well known. So I feel like it's a thing of, if they were to try and like disturb him, try and make him move room kind of thing, that could lead to quite a bad reputation for the hotel itself.
True.
Because obviously you know how some celebrities can get. I'm not saying Liam Payne was definitely like this, but you know how celebrities can get. They can be like, oh, like, why are you trying to take me out my room? Like, okay, yeah, maybe a little bit drunk, but that doesn't mean you should have to take me out my room. I pay for this. Those type of things, innit? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it could be one of those things, but like again, you know, there could be conspiracy theories compared to the fact that saying that, oh yeah, they didn't say anything just because they wanted to see what would happen, or they just didn't say anything because they couldn't be bothered. I think, you know, there's a lot of possible things that could happen, but at the end of the day, you know, he's not here with us anymore, and that is unfortunate.
That's very unfortunate. Rest in peace. Cause
Yeah,
I remember, I just started going back to my childhood thinking, yo, One Direction, because I grew up in like a white, predominantly white school, and then when I used to play One Direction a lot, and I was like, yo, these men were serious. These men were like the biggest. You know, there was like the new school. What they used to call? What's that old band again? Forgot. Oasis. There was like the new school Oasis. Like they had too many bangers, and it's sad to be honest. But going back on his mental health, depression and that, it's obvious that like if you have so much money, it can't buy you happiness in a certain way. What do you think of that? Because that's a very common question, but I think it relates to this. Again,
it can't. Money can never buy anybody happiness. Like, it's just as simple as it said. To be honest, like, as much as money can get you something and buy you something, everything in this world realistically is temporarily. Like, it's temporary. Sorry, it's like obviously not to bring the mood down, but it's like at the end of the day, once you die, you're not taking your money with you. You're not taking all those shoes that you bought with you, all those gums, all the electronic devices and everything. That's not going with you to where you're going. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's a thing of you just gotta live your life by the means, by your own means, and by, you know what I mean, like by the way of God. Realistically, obviously that's if you're a Christian, but you know, by just try and find your calling. Don't just be materialistic in the world.
Yeah, exactly. Because when I was listening to like his old interviews and that, he was saying that being famous from a young age never really helped him because he's always separated from like the lot. Like people always looked at him as the famous guy, and he's gonna have to like cope with that. And sometimes at times it can be overwhelming and and especially if you're going through like a mental depression state and all that type of stuff. Like, and his coping mechanism was drugs. Like, what do people think? What would happen to him if that's his coping mechanism? If he gets more rich, that's what he's just gonna buy to deal with it.
Exactly.
Like some people think that, oh, let me get therapy for him, but nah. Sometimes these people don't think of therapy like that. They think, let me take drugs to help them, and this is what happens. That's why
a lot of people just don't want to talk about the problems. That's just like, that's what it is. It's like, all this money, it can buy me therapy, but what if I just don't want therapy?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? I just don't want to talk to anyone about it. I'd rather cope with it myself. Like you said, the more money the person gets, the more they may want to buy the coke or buy whatever they didn't say the coke, but if they were to go buy whatever they want to go buy, then that's what's gonna happen. If anything, money is the root to evil. Money is honestly the root to evil and bad things. Like everyone loves money, but money is only there for realistically the things you need. Do you know what I mean? Things you need and want. It's not gonna. Do you know what I mean? It's not gonna help your emotions per se.
It's not there with you for the next life, innit? Like,
exactly.
don't get it twisted. Like, money can help people. Like, for example, if you're in like poverty and that stuff, you need money and that. But like, let's say, because I've heard some people say something about like being in poverty can lead you to like be in a mental state, but then it's not always in times that if you get money, that's just gonna relieve your mental state. To be honest, like. Psychological things is deeper than materialistic things, like you said before. Like it's definitely a thing where this situation tells just people, like, talk to people, innit? Like literally, especially males too, because males feel like they can't, because I know females, they talk to each other all the time, like deeper conversations, but I feel like males don't do that as much.
I feel like the man that really need to speak to their boys. That's just what it is. Like, obviously, even me here and there, I'll drop my boys a message and be like, "Oh, like, are you good? How's your mental? What's life saying?" Do you know what I mean? If there's anything you chat to me about. Do you know what I mean? Because a lot of the time, even for guys and girls as well, even for the ladies, sometimes you just want someone just to say it to you. They don't even want like a resolution to their problem. It might even be a big problem like that, but they just want someone to hear what they thought about it and how they feel about it. That's literally it. So if you can be a great person, just be a listener.
Definitely. Listeners can help, really. It's like, rest in peace, Liam Payne. Definitely a sad situation, but I hope people take from the situation and just do what we said. Just talk to the people, and hopefully it relieves people's issues and that type of stuff.
100%.
This guy YJ has been blowing up on social media recently. Like, positively, I think this guy has been doing brilliant. Like, I actually rate what he's doing and that stuff. But I feel like at certain times people are taking advantage of him, and he like, I don't know like what he's going through and all that stuff. But I feel like people take advantage of him and he doesn't realize that. And I feel like once all this fame that he's getting is going away, he won't understand what's happening. So I feel like, do you feel like people are taking advantage of him? Let me start with that.
Yeah, people are definitely taking advantage. I wouldn't say advantage of him, but they're definitely using his level of fame and kind of like I don't know how to explain it. It's a bit weird to explain, but I feel like they're definitely trying to leech or benefit off what he's doing. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, because some people see it as like a joke, and you know what I mean, like, oh, what he's doing is, you know, like a joke, and they want to take the mick out of it and so on and so forth. But obviously some people are seeing it as, okay, cool, like he's made the song's actually kind of good, and they're actually listening to it because, you know, like they generally find it good. And I feel like he does know. I feel like he does know that people are doing that, but I feel like he doesn't really care, because I feel like for him it's just like another way of getting people to still listen to his music and watch him again, and just be watching him and seeing what he's doing. Do you know what I'm saying? So
because I saw recently like on a good thing, like Lil TJ brought him out and that stuff, and like that's phenomenal things, you know.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, Lil TJ brought him out because he came to, was it O2 London? Yeah, O2 for London. Yeah, he brought him out, and it was mad still, to be honest. But then there's certain like social media influencers like OnlyFans models, and I don't even want to name them, man. But yeah, them man came out and then started doing TikToks with him, making him jump about and that stuff, do that. I'm like, what is this like, to be honest? Like,
exactly.
what's this world that we live in?
That's the leeching of it. If anything, that's the taking advantage of. Because you have to bear in mind, he is still young. Well, I say young. I think he's 20 now.
Yeah, he should be in his 20.
Yeah, I think he's 20 now, but he's still kind of young. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And yeah, I feel like in that sense, and I'd say like, yeah, they are kind of taking advantage of him because of the fact that he's young, and I think he has like a little bit of a stuttering problem as well.
Yeah.
But I feel like because of the stuttering problem and just the way he is in general, I feel like people just think, oh, like, okay, cool, like he's someone I could take advantage of, or someone that I feel like, oh yeah, I'm gonna use him because of the music he makes and the way and how prevalent he is on TikTok and stuff. I'm gonna use him in order to help build my own base, kind of thing. Yeah. And it's like, yeah, when you got like OnlyFans models doing it as well, it just doesn't make sense, because that audience is even your audience.
Nothing.
But they'll take any audience, I guess.
Exactly. But nah, all I can say, I respect the people who are actually stuck with him from earlier, like S2 Mad and that. Like,
nah, 100.
Them man, I rate that highly, because he can take this fame and then do something well with it, to be honest, because you can tell certain man actually rock with it, and his bars make sense. Why do people speak for the sake of speaking? Like,
literally,
yeah, man, I respect him. I respect him highly, to be honest, bro.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, talking about like clout on social media, have you seen this kid, what's his name, OB Diaries or something?
OB Diaries. I was literally, I didn't even. Oh, it's even funny because not the day everything happened, but like the day it was going all over social media, which is like literally like a couple of days ago, not even too long ago.
Yeah.
When I saw it, I was like, it's kind of crazy, to be honest. But hey, those who don't listen must feel. That's generally what it is. Like, if you don't listen, then that's what's gonna happen. Like,
do people like fear their life? Like do people actually want to lose their life like willingly? Like,
do you know what I mean? Like, this guy has come up to you, he's told you, please, I don't want the content on there. Okay, cool. You said one time, brother, I promise you, nothing I said was malicious. I did it for content. Cool. He says, I understand that, but I'm not really a guy that's on a TikTok thing.
Exactly.
I don't mess with this. Can you please not do it? And realistically, he's allegedly, Obi Diaries is allegedly supposed to be someone who's listened to his music before, right? And if you listen to his music, you'll know type of things like what allegedly he does
could happen.
Do you know what I mean? Right. Or could happen. So, like he said in his video, obviously he takes full accountability for everything he did. Yeah, 100%. And all I can say is he's just very lucky that that particular artist he was angry with him, but he wasn't angry enough to do something.
Exactly.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, yes, cool. Embarrassment is better than, first of all, getting hurt or doing anything worse than that.
True.
Do you know what I mean? So he's very lucky that it was just like a thing of just embarrassment.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
Because like those situations, I don't wish them upon anyone where people have to start dancing for ups and like that.
Yeah,
those situations are just crazy, bro. But to be honest, once my man told him that he doesn't rate all this TikTok thing that he's doing and all that stuff, that he's not on it. He should have taken it down in the first place. To be honest. And
straight away. And I understand it can be a little bit hard, especially when, like, if you're someone who's trying to grow your fan base, especially on TikTok, or grow your audience. Pardon me. And yeah, you want to get your name out there, and like you can see that particular thing is really gaining you views and things like that. But sometimes views are not equal to your life. I'll tell you that for free.
Not at all.
Like me, I would not do something that would risk my life just for 1 million views.
Just like,
I promise you. Promise you that.
It's not worth it, bro.
Not at all.
It's not worth it, bro. Views are temporary, bro. Your life, you want it to last as long as you want, bro.
Exactly, bro.
Like, bro, especially the person who he is, bro. I don't know if Mama was thinking, bro. And the thing is, though, about the thing, apparently he was playing like opposition gangs, like music in the video, bro. That he was violating
the car. Yeah, I think apparently I heard about that.
I was like, what, bro? What, like, why would you do that, bro? Like, why would you do that?
Yeah,
and then what was I saying? I saw this OB Diaries. He was sitting to one of his boys, trying to say, "Oh, it was a prank. It was a prank. Oh, nah, nothing really happened. I got a makeup artist to show some bruises." And I was like, "Bro, why you like, bro? Just drop it, bro. Just drop the situation. Like, it's a thing where like, there's no point of risking your life for something." Something like just not worth it. It's just not worth it, bro. It's a silly thing, to be honest, but yeah, man, should move on. So that's the thing about social media. People like chasing clout too much and don't understand that sometimes it can affect people. The guy who he was messing about with, you never know if he was going through a mental state or something like that.
Exactly.
Because he might have been thinking, oh, why is he taking it so sensitive and that type of stuff. But you just need to understand that not everyone rocks with what you're doing.
Not everyone's on the same wavelength as you.
Exactly. But relating to OB Diaries, he was scared about young DIZZ coming out of prison. I think everyone is, to be honest.
Yeah. Everyone was calling him the king one of the UK.
King of the UK, Prince of the Six. You saw his Gotham or something.
Yeah, bro. Did you see his TikTok bio?
Yo, yeah.
Wait, he said, what did he say? He said, "Oh, revenge is like air, always necessary." I can't lie, he's a scary man. He's a scary man. Obviously, all I can say is, thank God he's just in London. Do you know what I'm saying?
Innit? Like,
to be fair, I've seen all the TikToks and stuff actually have really been funny. Like, I remember seeing NK's video was like, there's a particular person in the entertainment industry that he's now outside, so lock your doors and hide. You know what I mean? It's funny. It's funny.
It's funny, man.
Like, yeah, like it is funny. But I feel like I actually do hope, like, funny enough, that he doesn't. Like, he takes the opportunity now that he's been released early to pursue something else, like something on a better level. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you're still gonna rap the way he raps, and you know what I'm saying, calm, do that. Do you know what I'm saying? But don't put himself back in the same situation where he's now back in jail. Do you know what I'm saying?
Because people actually genuinely, like, I know people are joking about it, but I think people actually fear that area. Like, they're not gonna rock with them sides, Like, I've seen people saying to TikTokers like, "Yo, don't worry, he's not gonna come for you. He's not." Bro, if these TikTokers, they don't know when to stop or when to, like, so.
Yeah, some of these TikTokers is, now that they feel like they get a little bit too brave.
Exactly.
Like, literally the whole OB Diaries situation. Like, once you start getting views, you start to feel a little bit more brave. The amount of TikToks I've seen where people like, even just do things like, when they'll say, "Oh, you're gonna go up to a random gang member and say wagwan to them," like,
oh, okay.
Like, I've seen this. Yeah, it was like some guy. It was even some guy from Brum. I remember seeing it. Some kid from Brum. He said, "Oh, yeah, going up to like dodgy looking guys or whatever with my hand in my pouch saying wagwan." You don't love your life. You don't love your life.
Bro, they don't know the value of life, bro.
Literally.
How could you do that, bro? How could you do that, bro? Nah, but young DIZZ, like, in fact, you won't even see this. Don't see this, but like, we respect you highly, innit? So like.
I do rate Young DIZZ's thing though. Like, his music is actually not that bad. It's actually, do you know what I mean? I'd listen to it still.
The one thing about his music, like, people, I think I said this on my podcast like a time ago, but people get onto people not rapping authentic like music and that stuff.
They live, yeah.
But when someone does rap about what they live, then it's suddenly a problem. Like, of course, I wouldn't condone anything like don't rap, like don't live what you rap and all that stuff, because what you're rapping about is dangerous and that. But what do you think about authenticity in rapping, as you're a rapper yourself? Do you think it's key, or?
I think it's all based off the type of artist you want to be. Do you know what I'm saying? I can say, the reason why I can say I live what I rap about is because I don't rap about anything crazy.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, sometimes some of my lyrics you'll hear me say like, oh, I see a girl shaking bum or something like that, or something silly like that, right? And it's like, it's true, you know? Like I go, like you know where I go uni, and you know the type of stuff that goes down in that uni. So it's like, yeah, I can see that stuff like on a daily. Do you know what I'm saying? So I think it's just kind of just based off what is actually happening in your life. So it's like I feel like authenticity just comes with the type of artist you want to be. I'm kind of like a fun artist. I like to do my fun songs, and you know, songs you will dance to and do all this to, and do you know what I'm saying? Obviously I do have my deeper songs and songs you really want to listen to and things like that. But I feel like if you want to be one of those artists that is just like a deep artist and wants to talk real, like real stuff, you don't really have to kind of go through it, but you need to kind of understand it to kind of say it, and then say it in a way that's like, okay, cool, we get that you don't really go through it, but you definitely understand what it's like. Do you know what I mean? Go through it.
Because the thing about this like term that social media use about like cap rappers, I saw something recently. Lil Tecca was talking to this person who was saying to him about, oh, he doesn't think like he has authenticity in rap and that stuff. But Lil Tecca was comparing rap to like movies and that. So he asked the guy, oh, what's your favorite movie? And then he said, oh, is your movie off a real life story? And the guy was like, no. And then Lil Tecca was like, his job is not to make, his job is like a movie basically, like a director. It's like to make you like what you listen, like what you're watching, and then his job is to like what you're listening to basically. Like not everything's real, but as long as it makes sure like you bop your head to the music, and then it's fine by him. That's what he generally thinks, to be honest.
Yeah, not even with Lil Tecca, pardon me again. Even with Lil Tecca, he did like there was a Genius interview he had or whatever, or Genius thing he did many years back when he did I think was it what's that song called again? I got back, Ransom, yeah. Or no, it wasn't even that. It was another song, but it was I think it was another song, but it was like I remember he was singing the lyrics, and then he would say that like he's never been to France before. And like he was obviously it was funny at the time, but it's like at the end of the day, what he said is right. It's like, you know, people don't like it when someone's not authentic, but at the same time, you like what you hear. It just depends if you like what you hear or not. Because some like people will say Fizzler fell off because he didn't rap about what he lived. Do you know what I'm saying? But me personally, I didn't give a toss about what Fizzler rapped about. It sounded hard at the end of the day. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be like, yeah, he's not hard because he didn't live what he rapped about.
Like, come on.
The ability, it's not about what he's rapping about. It's the ability of him rapping, and he's great.
Exactly.
So that's just the way it is, isn't it?
Because one time, if people actually want people to rap about what they're living, bro, or to live what they rap about, like, bro, what do you want for this world? Like, do you want this world to go to Gotham or something, or Shambles or something? Like, do you know how many TikTok rappers there is now who are like trying to come out of TikTok? And if all these men are living that life, then that's just concerning that you want that for the scene and that.
Yeah, so. The fact that some of these guys rap it like they want it to be their future, and it's like you can't. I mean, you can't. You can if you want to. Go ahead, be my guest, but it doesn't really go. Doesn't end well. Doesn't end well.
And I see music is like what Lil Tecca said. It's just what he's just trying to make sure that his music appeals to the audience. So let's say, for example, the UK thing. Everyone likes UK drill, especially back then though. So they know they've got a target audience to go to, so they don't necessarily need to do that type of things. But if people do like it and rock with it, they'll just keep on going with it. Don't need to do it, but that's what I think, to be honest.
No, 100. Just look so short. Just go by however you feel, but just make sure the way you're doing it is not a way that can be, first of all, detrimental to yourself and detrimental to your career at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean?
Definitely.
Do you know what I mean? Don't like rap about something that you don't even like, that you don't even like yourself.
Yeah.
But do you know what I mean? Like, I know some people even try to say that, you know, like what's his name, 163 Marks.
Yeah.
You know, he doesn't live what he raps about and so on and so forth. And it's just like, You know what I mean? Like, that's great for him. Like, if he does live that life, then he lives that life. He doesn't.
Exactly.
But he's definitely not making it seem in a way that's like, oh yeah, I want people to see me as like a GM or someone that will just crash out on anybody. Like you can tell that, you know, he raps and he does it for the way of reviving drill or trying to revive drill and things like that.
Literally.
You know what I mean? So yeah,
that's true, man. I heard that, bro. But yeah, next topic of conversation, though, man. This year's been long. I can't lie to you, bro.
It has been. It really has been.
This year's been long. Chris KABA. So recently, this black guy has been shot. I think South London. By a police officer. Definitely unfortunate situation. Rest in peace to him and condolences to family members. What do you think about situations like this? Because it's just saddening, to be honest.
Any realistically as thinky as it sounds, any kind of black person getting emmed off just due to like police brutality or just like police acting a certain way, it's always gonna be bad media wise. It's always gonna be bad. It's just it's upsetting that it's happened. Obviously I don't know the full story behind things and like full story like to detail. Obviously I know apparently I heard he was like, oh, the police tried to tell him to stop and he wasn't stopping and so on and so forth and this and that. And I've also seen like people on Twitter like instant being like, oh yeah, cool, it is sad that he died, but at the same time, what would you kind of expect if you don't cooperate with the police? And do you know what I mean? There's a lot of sides to it. And I do see both sides basically. I do see it as like, okay, cool. I understand. Yes, he may have been an innocent black man. May have been. We don't know if he was. Do you know what I'm saying? But if he was an innocent black man, he's retaliated against the police by not stopping. Obviously, police shouldn't have shot first, regardless, or police shouldn't have let it escalate to shooting. But at the end of the day, if you haven't stopped, what do you expect the police? Do you think the police are still going to be nice to you just because? What? Because you're black?
The thing is, though, about these situations, I feel like because they got body cam footage of KABA in the car and he's just holding the wheels in it, so he was not like reaching for any gun or anything that could pose threat to the police. And he couldn't even go out of the situation, to be honest. So he was literally already trapped, to be honest. Like the police already had him, so that's why I feel like the guy didn't even need to shoot him at all. Because there was already someone at the door side telling him, yo, put your hands up, but someone's just shot quickly, the guy. And getting cleared of murder, like nothing, not even manslaughter or anything, is disgusting to me, to be honest. Because if it was other races, I'm being real, like, there's going to be something different. And if it was a white person and a kind of black police officer, like, racism is sad today. Because I feel like people are saying that, oh, this guy may have not been good for society, he may have not been a good citizen in society, but regardless of that, in that situation, you can't just shoot anyone like that. It's only until you get to the judge and the judge decides, is this guy guilty or not for whatever. I feel like in that position, bro, he doesn't pose no threat to anyone and you just can't shoot him like that.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know how, I'm not someone who's very in, like, I don't know what the exact laws are and stuff, and like, obviously, like, the police academy and what they say, when they say that the right time to pull a gun out is, and things like that. But what I would like to guess, or something that would make sense, would be, obviously, the only time they would have to have or take a lethal shot at somebody with an actual gun is if they have been, like, if they are actual threat to the police officer themselves, in terms of like another gun or another weapon that would try and hurt the thingy. But bear in mind, police have so many other, like, defense mechanisms before the last resort of a gun. So there is a taser. If you were to taser him, that would incapacitate him at least enough for you to tackle him and arrest him. Cool. Arrest him. Go for the proper, sequences of the law, and then see, if he's guilty, if he's not guilty, what happened, what didn't happen, so on and so forth. I mean, like you said, though, he didn't really pose a threat per se to the police in terms of shooting anybody or trying to attack or stab or do anything with them. So that's why that's what the main problem is that everyone's like mad about. It's like, oh damn, like could you not have realistically, if you were trying to stop him, could you not have stopped him in any other way that wouldn't have to result in killing him? Do you know what I'm saying?
Literally, man.
And
Literally.
just doesn't help institutionalize racism. Like if especially the UK, people are trying to, or they say that they're trying to stop institutionalized racism, but then you have situations like this where it's like it didn't have to be a shoot situation. It could have been a tase situation. It could have been a tackle situation. You all could have had a fight on the ground for all we care, as long as the person didn't have to die because they didn't want to stop.
It's mad. It's mad, to be honest, and the family has to live on with that, and then the police officer gets to go on and live his normal life. But it's a weird situation to me, to be honest, because realistically, when I saw the body come and I saw that he couldn't get out because the guy headshotted him, and because he was right in front of him. The cars was like joined together like that, so he's blocked. He can't go anywhere. You've taken the shot, so that doesn't sit right with me. That does not sit right with me, and it's scary, especially being a black person in the UK. Of course, like we're not in this type of life or anything like that, but it's just scary to know that you still live in a country like this. Yeah, that the police officers still have that institutionalized racism, like you said, and can have the power to do anything they want to do to you. That's why it's just a bit unfortunate because it just puts a bad image of the police in every black person's eyes, because it's obviously the police are public defenders, and they're supposed to defend the public. Like it's not defending a black person, defending a white person. It's defending the public, everybody that's there, and to be a bad image in the public's eye, in like a good majority of the public's eye already, doesn't help anybody's case. Do you know what I'm saying? So it just makes it bad in there, because now it's like it makes it a thing, make it seem like, oh, we're scared of the police because the police could do anything that's already happened, like this Chris Kaba situation to us. Do you know what I'm saying? And it is annoying that we have to live that way, but that's just the way things are, unfortunately. Unfortunately, man. And the thing about this though, like we saw recently in the summer, all these EDL protests, things like that. But then the thing that these EDL people need to realize, like you were fighting for an injustice back then in the summer, isn't this same sort of type of injustice that people should be fighting for? Kinda, and that's why I want to raise a question to, like people feel like, oh, it's only because of like different races you fight injustices for, but this is still an injustice that still needed to be fought for. But at the same time, you don't see black people going out and doing a mad thing, like going protests and all that type of stuff.
And even if we ever did protests, like I'm not trying to say we wouldn't. Do you know what I'm saying? Well, me personally, I wouldn't. Do you know what I'm saying? But I'm not saying like black people wouldn't be, wouldn't definitely do the same type of thing, because obviously we do have the power to do the same type of thing. It's because there's a certain level of there's a particular word I'm looking for. I don't want to say intelligence, because I don't want to say the EDL are stupid, because they're not stupid. They had a cause they wanted to fight for. Obviously, we did not agree with that cause, but they had a cause they were fighting for. Obviously, no, actually, matter of fact, I'm gonna call it stupid. The cause that they were fighting for, the way they fought for that cause, worst way possible. Do you know what I'm saying? And I feel like 100% black people could do the same exact thing for a cause, for this, not the same cause obviously, but for another type of cause. But we know that, first of all, because we're black, because we're the minority or whatever in the UK, it becomes a thing of, okay, cool, we do this, we're all definitely getting jail sentences. The police could definitely shoot us. This is the type of things we'll be thinking about. The police could definitely shoot us. Some of them already are obviously like immigrants and stuff. If they're found to do something like that, deportations is in mind. But for them it's easier, because it's like they feel like, oh yeah, the police aren't really gonna arrest us for this. They're not really gonna shoot us for this kind of thing. And it is really annoying. It is really annoying. But it does make us kind of smart, because it means that we have to hit it from a different angle.
Yeah.
Because if we hit it, and then when we hit it from a different angle, it just means pause. Sorry, it's the guy. This is what happens. This is what happens. When you're with the guys and you say anything, anything, I can't live without saying pause every day. Cool, but yeah, when things are attacked from a different angle, then there's smarter ways things can be done, and certain nooks and crannies can be thinking with So. It's just we seem to be a little bit smarter with our approach to certain things, innit? So
realistically, what happened in the summer, I don't see what took them. It didn't take them anywhere. And if black people, I realistically think, because as you said, we're smarter, we just wouldn't do something like that because we know it wouldn't take us anywhere. The most thing we can do is just have a civilized protest, something just to tell the government this is something that's wrong and it's something that needs to be solved quickly, instead of just going smashing up windows and all that type of stuff. And that just it just builds the agenda against black people that we're rough, we're like immigrants, or we're just people not to be messed about with and that stuff. That perceived agenda, stigmatize it, is just gonna be kept on the black people, man.
100. I feel like even the whole riots and stuff, a lot of the people, I feel like, I'm not going to say they definitely aren't or definitely are, I feel like a lot of the people just took it as an opportunity just to riot. Because I feel like protests have been going, the protests have always been going on since we could even think, before we even born or perceived anything. So it's and you can see how a lot of protests have happened and the results of protests. And it's some people just seen it as, do you know what? Cool, I'm fighting for a cause, so I'm going to throw a brick through a window. If you think about it like that, if you put it in plain black and white, how does that make sense?
Literally.
What
does that do?
Nothing whatsoever. It's okay, cool. I don't want immigrants in the country. I don't want immigrants in my country, so I'm just going to throw a brick window through their window. That
make sense.
It doesn't. It just does. Okay, cool. I understand that you set initial fear into the immigrant or into the person. Let me say the immigrant, but the person's life by bricking their window and so on and so forth and hurting people. But you're not gonna get anywhere with it.
Anywhere. And to be honest, why I think this was totally stupid too. All this phrase immigrants are taking my jobs, bro. Most things in the UK, bro, immigrants have only just helped the UK, to be honest. And if these men check their history books well, without immigrants, the UK wouldn't be the UK as it is, to be honest.
No, even people saying, "Oh yeah, they're taking our jobs," but you're outside during the weekdays, from let's say even I don't even know from 1 p.m. till midnight, rioting on the street. You don't have a job to be saying that they're taking jobs,
bro.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Most of you man did not get GCSEs, bro, and then you go get a Chinese takeaway and that stuff. That's immigration, Chinese people, they're immigrants, bro, and they're cooking for you. Indian people, they cook, bro. These man need to make it make sense to me, to be honest.
Honestly,
it's baffling, man. It's baffling, bro. But wanted to round up with one question for you, though. Do you feel like males and females can be let me rephrase that again. Do you feel like males can have a relationship with females as in best friends?
100%. 100%. Okay. I actually like this conversation. I like this one. 100%. Males and females can 1000% be just friends, just best friends. Obviously, with our generation, there's the thing of the ick, and it's something that they not really fond of, and and things like social media, like TikTok, don't help either, because some people will make TikToks. You get TikToks especially the US.
Yeah. Because
I've seen TikToks, obviously, in the US, will be when my girl is trying to say this, but I'd rather do it with my home girl. I feel like that's more their culture.
Yeah.
That's their culture, and the UK is now trying to take it from them. Because I feel like I'm not trying to say it's definitely just theirs, isn't it? Because obviously we doing the same thing as well.
Yeah.
But it's the thing of they've kind of normalized it over there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, oh, it's normalized to have like you like a friend you can just basically have friends with benefits like on a natural thing. But yeah, over here it's like I feel like obviously it then becomes an ick and things, and I feel like a lot of guys generally go to make they go for what's the word, either someone they've used to chat to before or someone they just find attractive to go as their female best friend. And it's sticky because you never really know the real intent with someone.
Intentions, yeah, that's what I mean.
And yeah, it's very sticky. But I feel like me personally, because I've got a girl best friend. Yeah, okay. I'm not attracted to her in any, obviously in the nicest way possible. I'm not attracted to her in any way, shape, or form. Yeah. Right. But the reason why me and her are best friends is obviously went to the same high school and so on and so forth. But the reason why me and her best friends is because of the situations that we've been through and the way we've helped each other over time, and like us just being real people. 24. Cool. Obviously, for set people, it will be a thing of, yeah, she's good looking, and your initial reason for wanting to know them is because they were good looking first, and then you start to get to know but then that's still an issue because your initial reason for wanting to know that person was because they were good looking.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
So you never know what's gonna happen in like the future and that stuff, like it's gonna be all weird and that type of stuff.
Exactly. So I feel like realistically, it's weird. It's like saying, because I couldn't say like, oh, if you feel like if your female best friend asked you like to come over and do something, you would like and you would do it. I wouldn't say like, oh, like that means you're not a true friend. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you can still be a true friend, and do you know what I'm saying? But it's like I said, it's just very techie. Do you know what I mean? Because I find them attractive. I want to do something with them, but do you know what I mean? They're my friend at the end of the day. It's just you have to see who values their friendship over their lust, basically.
I get you. So that's what I was gonna literally say too. I feel like it's split, like the lust and then the friendship, because I feel like there's certain man, they might try like play it out as if they're friends, but realistically, ball in it. Yeah. Realistically, someone like to play the false nine position, bro. They act like, they're not the ones trying to score the goal, but realistically, it ain't Salah and Mane scoring the goals, bro. It's Firmino, bro. It's Firmino. So I feel like certain man, try twist it a little bit, and realistically, that's the only thing I feel like about male and female best friend relationship. Because I feel like certain men, they can do it. Some men, they cannot do it. They cannot do it.
That's just what it is. It's like, I feel like, okay, cool. I'm gonna be real with you, yeah. Like, I'm gonna be real with you. I've had people that I used to speak to, and I have them as friends. I would never consider them best friends. Yeah. But I consider them as friends. And the reason why I consider them, not all of them obviously, but the reason why the ones that I'm calm with, I consider them as like friends, is because obviously I've gotten to know them over the time of, okay, cool, yes, the main reason I've spoken to them is obviously because of attraction, cool. But I've spoken to them, and I've had to get to know them in order to like, get to this point where I was speaking with them, innit?
Exactly, yeah.
So for me to get to know them and build like a certain level of trust, and say like things just didn't go well just because of whatever reason, I could still be like, okay, cool, like I'm cool with them, they're still my friend. Obviously, it's gonna get called a red flag, it's gonna get called an ick or whatever. Yeah. But it's obviously I gotta do it with certain ones. Like people, like once realistically things don't work out for us, I force myself to lose interest in terms of like sexual interests or any just type of like attractional interest in that person. I have to, because if I don't, I basically be dragging them along into each relationship I try to have with someone. You know what I'm saying? So if you're someone that, you need to be someone that can split it like swiftly. Like if it's a thing of something doesn't work, calm, that's it. I can't think of you in any other way or light. Obviously it's easier said than done, but it needs to happen realistically. I feel like once people can start doing that, then I feel like women will start to kind of trust guys with female friends.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
More and more.
But yeah, that's just
Yeah, I feel like it's definitely a good thing if you have like a female best friend, to be honest, because you can open up to them more than, you know, as like
Their
you open
male
up to
friends
male
sometimes, yeah.
friendships, innit? So it's definitely a good thing, you know, if someone are able to like cope with it. But then I hear it from what you said about like it's some girls say it can be a red flag, innit, if you're like. And boys too can also see it as a red flag, because if they see that type of thing, they kind of like, but like, didn't you like the girl beforehand? Like, isn't there, haven't you got an intention behind that, you know? So it's always a tacky thing, to be honest. Yeah, it's tacky stuff.
100, yeah. I feel like, yeah, with when you're someone who's very, what's the word? If you, not so sure, if you're a gallus, yeah, and like, you know, you speak to a lot of girls and this is that, it's a thing of you need to make sure that you're having genuine connections with people. I feel like a lot of guys do honestly just think with their, you know, their thing in between their legs and just run with it like that. And
mileage, bro.
Honestly, that's not, you're not gonna go anywhere with that. All you're gonna do is contract an STI and vibes. That's all it's gonna be.
Literally.
So yeah, I feel like guys, once guys really start actually thinking properly and thinking about their general like friendships, then, you know what I'm saying? And also, yeah, like you were saying, I feel like that's actually also a problem with guys. Guys can't speak to their guy friends about problems sometimes.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's also, like you said, I think it is still a good reason to have a female friend, but it also means, I think it's also a thing of check your friend as well. Because realistically, if you can't chat to one of your boys about a problem, like, do you know what I'm saying?
What's going on?
Yeah, like, why must it resort to a female? Yeah, do you know what I mean? Yeah. And I feel like that's the same thing that girls will think as well when they think, oh, why has he got a female friend, or why has he got a female best friend? Why does he not have boys he can speak to? Yeah. So it's also a thing, you know, check with your boy, you check who your boys are, check how they are, like how like relevant they are in your life properly, and like who your friends are. Do you know what I'm saying? You want to make sure that everyone that's in your friendship group, if you really needed to speak to them about something, like something deep or a proper situation or something like that, you can speak to them and they can actually help you with advice or even just be a good listener. Do you know what I mean? If you don't have that type of friendship group or people around you, then you need to sort that out quickly.
Yeah. And I saw one interview, Dino was saying something about like friends, like if you want a relationship, it always starts off as friends. So I feel like that's where the techiness comes from, because you never know what's gonna happen in the future when you start off as friends.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
But it's true. Yeah, literally. If you start, because the thing is, I think you realize, like I said, the thing between putting friendship over lust. It's one of those ones, like, obviously, if you start off with friends, right? You're starting off at friends, and then I feel like you can be able to tell if you value the friendship over the lust more. Because then it's a thing of, okay, cool. Because then it's easier to say, do you know what, like, nah, like, we can't, like, I value you so much as a friend. I feel like if we was try to do something and it messed up, I feel like I wouldn't really be happy with myself, because you're my friend. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're a really great friend for me. Do you know what I'm saying? So I feel like, yeah, just if you're somebody, like, when you put the friendship over the lust, keep it like that. Don't, like, yes, the person may be attractive, cool, but you know that this person does a lot for you. You know this person is like, you know, doing things that other people can't do for you as your friend. Keep them as your friend. Literally. Don't try and ruin it.
Yeah,
don't ruin it.
I heard that, bro. But nah, I appreciate it for you coming on, bro. I really appreciate that, man.
Always, man. Every time.
Appreciate it, man, bro.
Appreciate you having me, man.
Thank you, man. Have you got anything else to say to the people, Dan?
Nothing much more, but listen, I've been IZZY OT. Listen, like I already said, Take One Freestyle is out now. All streaming platforms, go stream that up. More music to come. Insta, IZZY OT ____. Add that up. I'll be letting you know whenever new drops and shows and things are coming up. But yeah, listen, tap in with me. We're gonna make sure we end off this year with a bang. Yeah, literally.
Yeah, definitely, bro. Make sure everyone like, comment, subscribe, and tell me who you want next on the pod, and I'll try and make it happen, bro. But yeah, Thank you, everyone.
Big love.
Tryna get rich, not hood rich. Verified there, need a blue tick. Only thing that I know is music. Man cruising in that whip with a new thing, yo. Like pop with a back, man felt it. Beef in the net, man dealt it. So caught up, my guys on vote. See that man 10 toes, can't finish my sentence. Tryna get rich, not hood rich. Verified there, need a blue